Hey guys, what's up? It's Matt with 86 and we're going to be looking at a budget projector today. Now I know I've been wanting to do something 4K, but as a buddy pointed out, they've been having a lot of issues, whether it's light bar issues or in order to do a firmware update, you need to send it back and then retrieve it again from whoever you send it back to. And that's something I was like, well, I'm going to put the brakes on that for just a minute and we'll look at some other things in the meantime. So for those of you looking for super budget, I actually haven't tested this yet. I'm just sitting down with it, taking it out now. But at first glance, it feels like it's got some nice quality to it. It doesn't come with a lot in the box. You've got an audio conversion cable here. You've also got your power adapter. You've got a remote, and that's pretty much it. Well, you also have the projector too. But we're gonna talk a little bit about it and see if it's actually gonna be worth anything. For somebody that's on the real budget and you have a little room and, hey, this is my man cave, I want something that's affordable, be able to put something in there that's kind of that all-in-one solution, this should have most of your bases covered. Let's go ahead and stop right here because I'm not going to waste your time with this any more than I've wasted my own time with it. And I'm really sorry because I expected this to be kind of super cool. I mean, the company seemed really enthusiastic about it. And I've already emailed them and told them these problems, but I'm gonna do my due diligence, I guess, and share them with you. In the event that you run across this among other budget projectors out there, there's definitely some good ones that they don't offer a lot of features, but for their price, they're fair and competitive. And this one saying it's 2,000 lumens in no way comes close to being 2,000 lumens. But you sort of hold these companies accountable to be realistic and truthful about what they're offering you. What I mean by that is when you have a bigger company like Epson that says it's 2,500 lumens, you just hope for the truth in that. And if you use them as a control of comparison and compare with these other budget projectors that say, hey, it's 2,000 lumens, you expect it to come kind of close. This thing gets washed out with anything more than ambient lighting, completely washed out. Now the 2150 does too. If I open up the garage door and let all the sunlight in, I can still watch on it, but it's very washed out. So no, I don't buy the brightness rating at all. Color reproduction isn't that great, but I didn't get that far into it. One of the problems I noticed, which we'll cut to in and out of this somewhere, is that, you know, we had things like dead pixels right out of the box. Here's this brand new projector and we're gonna start it up by having a dead pixel. And I thought it was a bug on the screen, to be honest with you. I mean, it happens. It happens. It's a little unfortunate, but it happens. That's not something that people should be worried about, though, when they're purchasing a new little projector, no matter what the cost of it is. Well, dead pixels on a 720p native, because I don't for a second believe it's 720p native either, kind of emphasized on that screen door effect, looks like a dead bug, and that's what I thought it was. I walked up to it and I said, oh, look at this. There's a dead bug on the screen. No, that's a dead pixel. And this dead pixel will absolutely ruin your experience, and it really makes you wonder, what kind of quality are you looking at with this? I mean, it's 150 bucks. I'll give it that. But even at 150 bucks, I don't want to feel like I just threw my money away, and I wouldn't want you guys to feel that way either. Other problems like being able to connect to Wi-Fi. I have 3 networks here, 3 different networks, and I thought, oh, maybe I got messed up because I redid a whole bunch of stuff the other day. Maybe I didn't remember my passwords. And I tested on the laptop, tested on my phone. I'm able to log in. Fine, great, everything works. It accepts the passwords and it just says failed to connect, which means I can't watch YouTube. And maybe I want to go in there and watch YouTube some. But guys, I'm going to go ahead and just make this one as brief as possible. While it looked nice on the outside, it had a lot of promise to it, Android 6.0, and their argument for Android 6.0 was shaky at best, that 7.1 doesn't have a lot of support, and that's kind of wrong, but I kind of see the direction they were going there with, maybe with the hardware that they had. But at the end of the day, I mean, it doesn't really matter to me what operating system you have on board. It matters to me if it's going to work, if it's going to work as intended, and if you're going to be able to get on things like green Netflix and YouTube. One more, I got one more YouTube joke and then we're done. But I'm not gonna waste my time making a lot of B-roll about this. I'm not gonna waste my time doing a lot of things to show you about it. Yeah, it has a focus wheel. It has a kind of crummy looking macro lens placed on there. It's not like a nice lens like you might see on something you spend $600-700 on. It just looks like a piece of glass macro lens, and it does have keystone correction, a manual keystone correction, which is cool, but it doesn't have thread mounts to mount it. There's no way to invert the image, so if you wanted to flip it and do a ceiling invert mode, you can't do that. That's not something you can do here. And at least for 150 bucks, I would have expected that. Some of the cheaper ones, the Tomei one, you can do that on there. Guys, I'm sorry if this one was a little disappointing. There's just not anything really good to report about it, and I hate that. I was kind of hoping that, yeah, a $150 projector, because hey, Epson makes a $150 or $300 projector. That would be great for a man cave or a little theater room or an office room if you have your own space and you wanted something like that. It would be nice to have something like that. Unfortunately, I feel like this one just doesn't belong. It just doesn't. And I told the company this. I sent them an email this morning and I said, hey, these are the problems I have with it. And it's especially a bit of an insult that there's a quality control pass sticker on this when this probably should have never left the factory. It looks nice, it looks cool, it almost looks like it should be a nice miniature portable, awesome high-end projector for 150 bucks, but it's unusable and it's unwatchable when you have dead pixels like that. Nobody's gonna wanna turn on a brand new projector, see that dead pixel on the screen, then wonder, how long do I have until the rest of them start to die? How long do I have until this thing really goes out? Why isn't this as bright as I feel like it should be? Well, you'd be correct in thinking if it's only 200-300 lumens, that's probably the realistic lumen amount that you get from this projector. Anyways, guys, I'm sorry. I was hoping for a little bit more from it. It looks like it's a little bit mismarketed and it's mostly unusable, and I don't want to waste your time any longer than that. Have a great day, night, whatever it is. Be sure and get subscribed to me on YouTube. One more. See, I told you one more. And like it if you like it, dislike it if you didn't like it. I'll see you guys in the next video I do. The lighting keeps changing. Sorry if that's messing with you. Yeah. It's the sun, and it's like it knows I'm talking about it. I'll see you guys in the next video that I do.